Good evening, class. My name is Joseph Currens. I will be uploading a video about my portfolio project and the top 2 things that I learned that I didn't know, and the top 2 things that I took away from this as far as points in principle and how things will work in our world. The whole paper, I enjoyed doing the paper. If I did everything in the paper, it wouldn't this video, 5-6 minutes wouldn't be enough time to do all that. But say the top 2 things that I learned were what tariffs actually are. I never knew they are. I heard a lot about them in the news. Everybody talks. Some people say they're good, people say they're bad. But they're basically just taxes, type of tax that's imposed on imported or a type of tax that's imposed on goods being imported to the United States. And the second thing is how long the immigration process actually takes, or how long it takes for somebody to become a citizen. Because, I mean, it's kind of really, I don't think it should be that long. It's like 3.5 years, I think, if I remember correctly. It's like 3.5 years for someone to actually become a citizen of the United States, which is kind of insane, which is something the current administration is working to reform. What I cited in my paper about the White House transcript on immigration. And the top 2 points of principle that I took away as far as like how things work in our world is the function of tariffs. Whether they can be good and they can sometimes be bad. They can be good at getting leverage on countries and that are kind of stealing our products and stealing our ideas and things like that. Kind of like the current administration, they're trying to. I believe Trump said that it's been found out that China's kind of stealing basically ripping off our economy, and he wants to stop that. So he's been slapping tariffs on them to basically reduce the amount, to try and curb that, and get leverage on them, saying, hey, listen, we won't do this if you don't do that, that type of thing. And the second thing is that the minimum wage doesn't actually contribute to anything as far as decreasing poverty. I never knew that. In my paper, I stated that I don't necessarily agree with raising the minimum wage, but it's mainly for economic issues and benefits for small businesses and businesses in general, things like that. But I think that I never realized that there was zero correlation between raising the minimum wage and decreasing poverty, because, I mean, I guess if I put 2 and 2 together, raise the minimum wage, prices go up, to compensate for the raising the wage, and then it's kind of just the same situation you're in. You making more on paper, but, you're not actually making it more. It just says you're making more. Yeah, I mean, the paper I really enjoyed doing the paper. I found out, like I said, there's a lot more that I learned that I didn't know, but I can't include it all in this video, because if I did, it would be 30 minutes to an hour long. It'd be like a lecture, and I'm not the teacher, and I'm not going to lecture. So, yep, that's my presentation.